This is our model 305 volumetric piston filler. This piston filler can be used either in a semi-automatic format, foot pedal operated, or fully automated with conveyor underneath. This piston filler is great from filling anything from a water-thin liquid all the way up to a very viscous cream, paste, or gel, lotion, even peanut butter and honey type of products. Model 305 piston filler, you see it shown here on an adjustable height frame. As a standard, this would just come as a tabletop unit, so no frame, just a tabletop, which is very nice for a small footprint in small areas. To explain the machine to you, it's a fully pneumatic machine. No electricity is required whatsoever. If you look over here, I just have a standard air line hooked up to it. A 1/4-inch air line would be more than sufficient. The machine itself, in order to get it started, what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the e-stop button here. That's going to engage the machine. And then from there, it's just a matter of starting to fill. All right, so once the machine is engaged with air, now we're ready to start filling. What we want to do is our air or our volume adjustment. So if you look on the side of the machine here, you have a scale that represents 0 to 100. What that ultimately represents is the entire length of this metering cylinder right here. In this case, it's a 3-inch diameter metering cylinder, and it can fill from 3.8 ounces all the way up to 33.8 ounces. So depending on what your fill size is going to be, you're going to adjust this scale accordingly. And that can simply be done by pushing the e-stop switch in and adjusting this either clockwise or counterclockwise. Counterclockwise for more volume, clockwise for less volume. So for now, we'll keep it right at that. We'll re-engage the machine and we're ready to start filling. Okay, so now we're ready to start filling, but before we do that, I'll just explain the other features on this side. So what you have here, again, the machine is fully pneumatic, so all of your air lines running to all the different devices, all right? So you have your 3-inch diameter metering cylinder, and these are available all in different sizes depending on what your fill volume range are. Going down to a 1/2-inch diameter all the way up to 4 3/4 inches in diameter, depending on what the fill volume is. You have your red, clear, blue, and yellow air lines, and what this is ultimately controlling here is this is controlling the rotary valve that's going to open and close to allow product to come in and then ultimately flow out. Okay? You have your blue and white nozzle down here, or blue and white air line, which is controlling your positive cutoff nozzle if one is needed. We offer a variety of positive cutoff nozzles. If none is needed, just a regular straight nozzle can be used as well. This airline wouldn't be needed, and we could just block it off with little stoppers like you see here. And then finally, your green and black airline is going to control your foot switch. So again, this machine, as a standard, is a semi-automatic and foot pedal operated. Again, if this was running pneumatically, you wouldn't need this. You could just tie it all into the conveyor. At this rate, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press the foot switch just to see how a cycle occurs. All right, so once you're ready to start filling, you can turn this knob either direction. If you turn it to the left or manual, you can then press the foot switch and the machine's going to fill. The machine will not fill again until you press the foot switch again. And all you have to do is press and release the foot switch. Now, if you wanted to run this automatically, you can turn it to the right, and this machine will do its cycle and then repeat its cycle for continuous filling. While you're filling like this, there's two other knobs, two other fill speed knobs. First one here is going to be your initial fill speed, okay, and then your secondary speed control. Initial fill speed, this is going to help in terms of how fast that stroke is going to be or how fast that piston is going to move inside of the cylinder. And then your secondary speed control is going to help, especially if you have a product that wants to splash once it's done filling. You can actually do this so it kind of tapers the fill off at the end to slow it down so there is no splashing that occurs. Both of these are adjustable, and you can play with it per your various products. All right, that concludes our tutorial on our Model 305 volumetric piston filler.